welcome back. It's Michael again. First of all, congratulations. Made it past round one. Now, I will say this real quick. We're actually in my office, and there's some sessions going on outside that door. So if you hear some hooting and hollering, just bear with me, but they're having a good time, I promise. Anyway, the one secret, we're going to go back to that. The one secret, the one constant I talked to you about in the last video. It's funny because I actually stole this, I'm not going to lie. But I stole it from firemen, so respect, right? I don't know if you've ever heard of the fire triangle, but it's how firemen approach a fire to put it out. Okay? So for their purposes, you have fire, right? Three things fuel that fire: actual fuel, oxygen, and heat. These three things come together to start the fire, so the fireman's job is to eliminate one, two, or all three of them to put out the fire, right? So I've taken this and applied it to fitness. Simple enough, the one thing, the one triangle. Now by fitness, what I mean is, what is your goal? Is it to lose weight? Is it to gain weight? Is it to lose body fat? Is it to run a marathon? Whatever it is, we're just going to encompass it with fitness. Now, you'll never quite get to this peak performance level or whatever that goal is. You'll get close, but you'll never quite get there without doing all three sides of the triangle. Weight training is the first one. Now, by weight training, I don't mean your bodybuilding magazine, boring old workouts that you might see that Arnold did back in the 70s. I'm talking about metabolic resistance training. Moving quick, using big lifts to generate the most bang for your buck exercises, basically. So with that, quick way for you to do that right now to get that more metabolic, to increase your metabolism, is to cut your rest time down between sets. So instead of resting a couple minutes between each set, rest 30 seconds to 60 seconds. Your heart rate will stay elevated, you'll burn more fat, and you'll see more results. Second one is cardio. Now, when I say cardio, what do you think of? Most people generally think of 30 to 60 minutes on a treadmill, on the hamster wheel, on the elliptical, on the bike, walking River Park out here. And that's okay, that's general. So what we like to do is take it a step further, and what I want you to do is start doing some sprint training or interval training. What we're talking about there is, instead of going 30 minutes at a standard walk jog, I want you to go 90 seconds, or I'm sorry, 30 seconds as hard as you can, running, tilt, whatever your sprint is. It's going to be different for everybody. And then take 60 seconds or 90 seconds to kind of recover and walk. So you got a 30-60 split. You're going to do that 10 times for 10 minutes. You're going to see a huge result. You're going to see the body fat literally start falling off. You can add that in tomorrow in your cardio session. I'll be looking for you. Last one. The fun one, the one that no one likes to change, and that's nutrition. As a society, you know we don't eat well. Most people think they might, but they really don't. From my experience, you'll see people either skip breakfast or they get their 3 square meals in a day. Well, I'm sure you've read before, we're talking about 5 to 6 mini meals spread throughout the day. You might think, that's kind of hard to do. I don't have time to cook 5 or 6 mini meals a day. That's fine. We don't have to do that. Here's what you can do. Take your breakfast, cut it in half. Eat half of it for breakfast, half of it for a mid-morning snack. Apply that to lunch, half at lunch, half at mid-afternoon. Have your normal dinner, or if you're up later after dinner, cut it in 2, have dinner, and the other half later in the night. There's your 5 or 6 meals. Okay? Now, in a couple days, I'm going to send you another email. Okay? And we're going to really dive into weight training. I'm going to give you an exact template and example of what you can do to see tremendous results and why you should do it. Okay? Until then, it's Michael. I'll see you later.